Behind me is my 2013 BMW 328i, and I'm going to be doing a full review 11 years later on this car. I've owned the car for about 2.5 years, and I can say I've absolutely loved it, and this is just going to be a full review on it. So this review could either make you want to purchase the car even more, or steer away from buying the car. So just starting off with the looks, I mean, you really cannot go wrong with the F30. It's really a beautiful looking car from all the angles you look at it, whether it's the front, side, or even the back. And yes, I'm aware it needs a car wash. I'm probably gonna wash it sometime this week. So I'm sure most people could agree this is a good looking car. And if you were to buy it, the looks are definitely one of the reasons why. The interior on this car is honestly pretty amazing for its year, and I feel like it's aged pretty well. Of course, it depends on the specs you get. Not all of the F30s have the ambient lighting or this steering wheel, and of course the chrome or the interior. It's all different, but in my opinion, no matter what, the interior of the F30s do look great. I'm a pretty big guy, so the legroom in the back is honestly, it's really not that bad for a small compact sedan. It's not that bad, honestly. One of the complaints I do have about this interior though is this. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But is the creaking. I mean, you could hear the creaking from pretty much anywhere you press. You don't hear it really while you're driving, but if you do press down on it, you will hear it. Now, the infotainment system on this car is very good, especially if you have this upgraded screen. I absolutely love this infotainment system. I don't have any real complaints about it. It's very responsive, it's good quality, and it's honestly better than some newer cars infotainment system that I've seen. So BMW did a fairly good job with this infotainment system. The 0 to 60 on the 328 is about 5.8 seconds, and it has 240 horsepower, while the 335 has 300 horsepower, and the 0 to 60 is 5.1 seconds. Those are pretty decent numbers, and you could definitely have some fun with these cars. Now, the trunk space in this car is not the best. Don't mind, I know it's messy. So if you're looking for a car with a lot of trunk space, this car is definitely not the one for you, since it's not horrible, but it's not big. It's pretty small in all honesty. Now, if you guys are wondering what the reliability is like on this is the N20, so it's a 328i. It's the 4-cylinder one, and I've owned it for about 2.5 years, and so far it hasn't caused me any serious issues. The only thing I've had to get done was a serpentine belt and the valve cover gasket, which ran me about $600 for both of them in total. It's really not that bad for how hard I drive this car. I'm always flooring it. It's always in Sport Plus. I'm always having fun with it. It's been pretty reliable, honestly. These cars do have sunroofs, so I'm gonna retrace it right now. I don't use it too often, but it's definitely something that I would like to have. A problem you may experience with these F30s is this door. It gets a little messed up over the years if it wasn't well taken care of. I don't know what the previous owner did with it. They did live in like Arizona and Florida, so the sun messed it up. They got a pretty good bite at it. There are options between the LED and halogen lights. These are the LED lights. In my opinion, they look so much better than the halogen lights. So if I were you guys, I would definitely choose to get the F30 with the LED lights. Now that I'm done with all that, let's go for a drive and see how it is. Now, the driving on this car is honestly really good. It drives pretty smooth. The handling is amazing on it. It's a bit loud because my car is modified, so that's why the car is loud. But in general, the car drives amazing. The brakes are very good. The transmission is absolutely amazing. The ZF8 is definitely a big plus with this car. It also delivers its power pretty good. Here you can't really hear the creaks while you're driving unless push down on it, but overall it's great. And that light, by the way, that's just my tire pressure. I don't have the sensors on the rim, so that's the only reason why the light's on. But interior is nice. I love the ambient lighting. This F30 does come with heated seats, as well cruise control, and these heated seats are definitely a plus. I love using them. My F30 sadly did not come with the reverse camera. I have one installed that's wired to my mirror, so I technically do have a reverse camera, but not from OEM. But that is a package that you can get with the F30s, of course. But as you can see, the shifts, when I press that shift, it's instant. Even when I downshift, it's instant. It's a great transmission, and it makes the driving experience so much better. So that's my review of the F30 11 years later. It's still a great car, and I would definitely recommend buying it. Just make sure you get the right one, and if you guys do buy one, I hope you guys enjoy it, which I'm sure you guys will.